just be over here with my 4 racks. Each way goes twice.
You see my head. We had 4 racks of my hair thickness.
Yeah, my hair tapers just significantly towards the edge.
There's no tapering going on. What's tapering?
No, I am jealous of that. My hair tapers significantly below shoulder length.
Welcome to the Northern News Podcast. We're 2 friends in fibre who knit, craft, crochet, and talk everything in between. It's episode 278. Guys, I knew the number before Diana did. Oh yeah. My name's
I got the number completely wrong.
my name's Jocelyn. My co-host is
Diana, who can't do
and
math.
well, I mean, technically it was letter to math, letter to number, so that's a conversion thing, and nobody does conversions right. That's why we have Google.
This is true.
That's why we have Google's people. All right, so while Diana lets everybody know what we're going to cover this week, I'm going to take a sip of coffee because I'm still laughing about the crows out your window.
They're loud, okay? The crows are loud. The crows
believe you.
woke me up.
I believe you.
I'm angry at the crows.
Crow anger. No, really, 100 of them is a lot. 100 of them is a lot.
So many, and they're so loud right at dawn. It's just not cool on a Sunday morning.
It's really not. It's really not. Oh
100
goodness, what am I
crows
even
hanging around in the
doing?
tree outside your window. Like, it's not the way you want to wake up at 4:30 on a Sunday.
That's not the way anybody wants to wake up anywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna do a really hard thing. I'm gonna count to 4. I can do this.
Oh, are you sure?
No.
This is very challenging stuff. I couldn't count to 1 earlier, so
if I'm at 6 and I add another stripe that's 7, and if I'm connecting it with 6 at the bottom, that's 13, which is an unlucky number, which is what you want for Halloween. Guys, I'm good. It's good. Dana, what are we doing this week?
we were talking about what's in our cup,
Yep.
woolly workings, and
Yep.
wool gathering, and crows, apparently.
Well, it's better than my history soapbox because that could take forever to get me off of one of those.
Well, that reminds me, somebody was having a pattern sale a couple of weeks back, and they had a crow pattern for, I can't remember if I got the cowl or the fingerless mittens, but I'm so inspired and I need to make myself some crow knitted stuff.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Guess who might own the Stephen West Garter Marled cardigan?
Cardigan version, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Who might know of somebody who's making a pullover?
Mhm.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Because what we need in our lives is more matching sweaters.
Yes. I mean, these ones are not going to match.
No, they're both scrappy sweaters, but we both
There's
like
not
the
a
same
chance in heck.
colors. I no, we can't say that.
That's true.
We can't
Well,
say
we like
that.
similar enough colors.
I may have to go get my bag because I was hand winding yarn yesterday while I was playing Kill Team because I'm learning to play Kill Team. Hand winding balls of yarn from a Swift while you're learning something keeps your hands just busy enough that you can focus on absorbing all that math. And Warhammer's math, guys. Straight up math.
It's math. It's math, the tabletop game.
Yeah, it is math, the tabletop game. And I just found it far easier to focus on strategy, rules, math, like all of the knowledge I was trying to cram into my head all at once because it was my very first game, just by having that Swift and hand winding balls of yarn. I was like, this is much easier. This is like, that's it. When I learned Lord of the Rings early next year, because the boys want to do a Lord of the Rings league, I am taking my Swift and balls of yarn and I'm winding during my first game while we're going through and we're teaching me. That's it. That's what I'm doing. It will not be the weirdest
That's why I
thing I've
have
done to
meeting
them.
knitting on my desk. Like,
Not
I
the
cannot
weirdest thing I've done to them.
I cannot pay attention to a meeting for longer than 5 minutes if I don't have some nice plain vanilla knitting to do.
What human can? None. We just doodle in
Otherwise,
our
I'm
books,
off like
right?
reading my Slack messages,
Yes,
checking my
yeah.
email. I'm like doing work stuff,
No.
multitasking. We know how good
It's not.
multitasking is.
It's-
Not.
There's so many things that say, yeah, no, that's not a thing that actually happens.
I know. I do them anyway,
Yeah.
and knowing full well that is
Well,
not
yeah,
a good use of my time.
Yeah, it's not going to
Doesn't
stick.
stop me.
Oh, well. Anyway, I got you derailed right away. Guys, we've already been recording for over 2 hours. That is how consistent we are today. Efficient we are today.
So much rambling. It's great.
Aren't you excited? We have a live next Sunday. That's gonna go well.
Oh,
Oh boy.
we'll have the book segment next week where we can talk about an entire month of books. That'll be good for like an hour.
It's not even an entire month. It'll just be like 2 weeks worth of books.
Oh my God.
2-3 weeks, yeah.
We might have to do that more often.
Okay, cool. Well, I know I'm drinking coffee. Do we talk about your drinking? Guys, it's the decaf Colombian from Second Cup because I don't like okay. I will drink Starbucks coffee. I'm not a big fan of it. Tim Hortons doesn't make coffee. Don't even start with me. Don't even at me. It does not make coffee. It makes gross brown water. It's hot, gross brown water. Just it's a thing.
I mean, I don't disagree. I wouldn't describe it in quite those terms, but yeah, I generally agree.
Their steeped tea is so bad at Tim Hortons. The mysterious Mr. B had distasteful words about it.
Yeah, their tea is not good.
It's not good.
It's better than the coffee, which isn't saying much.
That's the best thing.
Are we bad Canadians that we don't like Tim Hortons?
I refuse. No, I am a very reasonable Canadian. I don't drink Tim Hortons and I don't watch hockey. There is nothing wrong with not liking or enjoying either one of those two things. You're still Canadian.
I also do not watch or care about the sports puck.
Don't care about sports puck. You're still Canadian. Now, will I sit down and watch curling? Yes. It's nostalgic for me because I watched curling with my grandparents.
I can tolerate curling if it's on, only because it's something I've actually played myself.
Yeah, pretty much. That's why it's something I can do, but not very often. But then again, like I don't watch TV, so
I watch the internet.
Well, you know me, I hardly watch the internet. I've got like the one show I'm obsessed with. It's streamed on Twitch. And then I got some that I'll pick up and watch every once in a while. Maybe. Anyway, You're drinking some tea today?
Yeah, I'm drinking boring standard tea. I rooted through my tins of leftover bits of tea bags and I found some Taylor's of Harrogate or something, Scottish breakfast. I don't know. It's some standard black tea. It's good. I'll put some milk and sugar in it. It's tea.
It's tea?
It's tea. It was too late in the day for coffee.
What were we doing? We're going to talk about what we're working on. Did we talk about what we're drinking?
We talked about what we're drinking. So we're working on, we have the same number of projects again.
That's because I have a check-in on Thursday.
Ah, so you're madly crafting and can't talk about any of it.
Bingo. So,
I got super focused on one project and forgot to work on anything else until like this morning where I'm like, maybe I should have a second something.
There. I'm doing the, oh my God, I did not leave myself enough time to get stuff finished. Dance of the Bumblebees, Minecrafting.
Yeah, that's gonna be me tomorrow. I'm so happy tomorrow's a holiday. Tomorrow is secret crafting panic day.
So what you're saying is I should interrupt the middle of your holiday Monday to do some gaming?
Yeah.
Got it. Just so we know what's going on here. All right, well, in which case, do you want to go first or shall I go first?
Shake it up, I could go first.
Sure. Are you ready for that much weird?
I don't know. Well,
Too late.
Let's try it. Let's try it. We're doing it. Okay, so the thing that I picked up this morning going, oh, hey, maybe I should have a second thing, was the Fossil Frenzy.
Ooh.
So it does not have nearly as much progress as I thought it might this week, but it is long enough now that I only have one loopy. I'm not doing a full magic loop. I only have one extra loopy of cord, not two extra loopies of cord. So the increases are coming along. And then we'll just nice close up of that fabric, the pretty yarn from Fibre Art Studio in
so good.
Vancouver.
So
I am
good.
eternally sad that the sparkles don't show up on camera. I swear it is very lightly sparkly. I will be eternally sad that no one will ever see the sparkle unless they see it in person.
Well, that just encourages people to come find us when we're out in the wild.
Assuming that I wear this when we're out in the wild.
Oh, you have to bring it to the Manitoba Fibre Festival. Guys, we're going to be at the Manitoba Fibre Festival. Come find us.
Barring
Why?
disaster.
Well, I mean, I'm going.
Okay, well, I have to travel a bit, so like barring disaster, that's the plan.
That's the plan.
And then of course I gotta highlight the cute little stitch markers. This one's a Stegosaurus, and then there's a pterodactyl. I love the dinosaur stitch markers for the fossil frenzy. It's so good.
Yes, but you and I both want Professor McGonagall to teach us about dinosaurs now.
That was an amazing TikTok.
So good. So good.
Oh, I thought for a second there about trying to do the McGonagall voice, and no, it's not going to happen. I cannot do accents, and I most certainly cannot do a McGonagall voice, accent or no.
That is not a thing I can do. It's not a thing I can do.
Yeah, so it's getting there. As I try and fold this so you can see approximately how far down my person this goes. It's got short row shaping at the back, and you know, I've got a few inches. And it's what I'm working on while we record, because it's just basic raglan increases that are the same around every single stitch marker, which I love.
Oh, I like it when it's just do this increase 8 times all the way around. You're like, thank heavens.
Yes, it's so nice, rather than having to remember like, okay, this is the second one, or like this is a different stitch marker. Yeah. So you have to do the different increases. No, it's the same increase pattern for every single stitch marker. You don't have to think about it, just do it.
So nice. So nice.
And then every other round is just knit plain. It's all right for recording. Beautiful. Of course, this is a knit plain round that I've been doing so far. So when we get to the increase rounds, you might see me stick my tongue out a bit, depending how tight I try to do my increases.
All right. Well, we record today. I am putting a little bit of progress in on my new pattern design. I decided I wanted a super big, squishy fingering weight double wrap cowl. And you're thinking, that makes sense. Jocelyn likes big things, likes big, drapey, stretchy, fun things. And it's gonna be a little awkward to show you guys because just the length it's currently at.
My brain went straight into the gutter with big, stretchy, loopy, fun things.
Well, yes, but sometimes the TikToks I send you and the Instagram reels I send you are not for public consumption.
Definitely not.
Yeah, because I sent the one to the group about the guy putting on makeup. Well, he discussed a thing. Very legit thing. Not okay for little people ears. So I've made just a touch progress on the Halloween cowl.
Oh, I love those stripes. Oh my gosh.
Right now I'm working on a witchy striped stocking section. So I had to do a little bit of math. So once I'm done this round of orange repeats and the round of black emerald repeats, I'm ready to get into the color work charts, which is good because that's where I want it to be. So the idea is a la like the up north cowl. It's like 112 stitches or something. Yeah, we're over 100 stitches in fingering weight in the round on a 4mm, which is sweater gauge for me. And it's going to be a big double wrap, big color work cowl.
I'm excited for this.
I'm so pumped.
It's gonna be pretty.
Am I ready for test knitters? No, guys, I'm not.
Not remotely.
Don't ask. I have 7 stripes on a cowl that's got to wrap around me twice.
It's going to take a while.
We're nowhere near ready for that yet, but it is what I am working on. So I'm going to talk about it. All of the yarn for it lives in a super sexy white box, as you can see, with my 2 yarn bowls and the last color. They're all Fireweed Fiberco colors. This green one is lemon lime, and it's gorgeous. and it looks like lemon lime. It also has a very kind of electric Halloweeny green color to it. Then black emerald is my main color because I want black emerald in everything under the sun because it's a gorgeous color. And then this is the October Sock Club colorway, this orangey one. She has another orange one. They're just not
So pretty.
super common. So away we go. It's going to go back to where it's sitting, and I'm going to keep knitting in the round. I'm obviously using Chow-Gu needles because of course I am. But I can't talk about a lot of the stuff I worked on this week. So I'm sorry, guys. I can talk about it next week. This is always that week of
I'm gonna have to work on so many things so that you're not just like, I did 8 things and I did 2. Make that slightly more even.
you're yes, beware. Beware. It's gonna be
How
a
many
lot.
things are you actually gonna have 8 things next week?
Well, I've got the 4 things I agreed to for the secret crafting for the month, plus our secret check-in. So I'm at 5 before we add
Okay.
in anything else that I make so that I have content for the Instagram podcast or for the Instagrams.
Cool. Okay.
Since I
Good
can't talk
to
about
know.
any of the 5. You've got a holiday Monday.
Yeah, but I need that for the secret panic crafting.
Okay, now you've had all month for that.
I know, but this is the final week, so I've got now it's panic crafting.
Okay.
It's not just secret crafting; it's secret panic crafting.
Yeah. Everybody at Discord, are you panic crafting? Yes, go away.
Phew. I'm panicking.
We're almost at the end of the month. Of course,
Don't
I'm
interrupt the panic.
crafting. Of course, I'm panic crafting. Be crazy? I think I wasn't. I mean, legit. I set some really high goals for myself this month.
Uh-huh.
Kind of crazy. All right. Oh, big yeah.
What's the front of this thing? Okay, here we go. So I was in need of something cozy and simple and vaguely new this week.
Okay.
So I picked up my Garter Marler pullover by Stephen West, also slightly inspired because the cardigan version came out this week, and I'm like, I have something kind of like that.
Yeah.
So previously I had not quite all of the collar done, and then I put it down and didn't touch it again.
Yes.
So this week I was at it with a vengeance, and I am well into the increases.
What colors are you using? Because
Okay.
they're marled, so I'm having problems picking it up visually speaking.
Yeah. Okay. So let's hold this closer, and let's not get the yarn tangled in the microphone. Okay. So the collar is 2 strands of the same color.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that for all my cuffs and hem and everything, just to kind of tie the whole thing together.
Yeah. What color is that?
And it's a gray with a pink and purple speckle.
Okay.
I don't remember what the colorway name was, but I do remember it was from Cloud9 Fiberworks.
Ooh, Daria.
And then the rest of it are bits and bobs that didn't have ball bands. So I don't know what they are. And I think some of it's alpaca, and I think some of it might be goat.
Okay.
Because at some point I got this skein of, I think this is some kind of goat fiber.
Sure. What color? My dear.
It's like a purple with pink undertones.
Okay. So you're sort of
looking very pink on camera. It looks more purple in person.
Life? You doing a very sort of like gray, pink, purple kind of vibe?
Yeah, so it's all about the berries. So yeah, you just pick up 2 colors and hold them together for a while, and when you get tired of one color, switch it out for a different color. So yeah, it's gonna be pink, purple berry colors with bits of gray.
Okay. I'm gonna yeah, we're gonna put a pause. We're gonna everybody just hang on. Jocelyn's gotta go get the colors for the Stephen West marled cardigan. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay.
We're both making it. We both like the Stephen West's, not all of his stuff, but we like a lot of his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a tendency to get matching things.
Are you
with
also doing it
the
all in
intent.
like purples and berry shades?
So I cast on when it was just the pullover, intending to just make it into a cardigan, right?
Mhm.
Thankfully, he's released a cardigan version, so I don't gotta do that. I can just do his cardigan version. And I have my collar done from back when I first
Mhm.
cast it on in a pink purple, because I got a pink strand
Uh-huh.
held with a purple strand.
Uh-huh.
One of the, I think the pink strand is the raspberry from Mammoth Yarns. And the purple, I don't remember where I got the purple from. Maybe Mandrusha Fibers. The purple might be Mandrusha Fiber Arts. Because I was learning kilting the other day, I was winding off the other balls of yarn. Now, I have some other colors in there, and I know you're going to have some other colors in yours because you're doing it at scrap, one skein leftovers, right? Like the things we
Yeah.
have in our collection. That's the point of the shawl or the cardigan. So I have 2 balls of the pink and purple. So I'm going to hold one set of balls in reserve. I've been spending too much time watching Laura Bailey. I just made a dirty joke.
Now you got me going.
I'm 14, guys. I'm going to hold this pink and this purple separate.
Okay.
Just because I want to do a hem, 2 cuffs, and the neckband. And I want to get down the sweater, separate, like far enough down the sweater body to separate and do the sleeves out. And do the cuffs on the sleeve to see how much I have like left over, because I think I can. Essentially what I need is 60 grams to do a neckband and hem, right? But the cuffs might not take up the last of that 40. So I'm going to do a little bit of fiddling and a little bit of math. But I'm taking the extra purple and pink that I have, and I'm going to go down the body with them and use them as that, because you're supposed to stripe it and randomly pick up and drop and make blended stripes, right? But I have this muted purpley blue, this muted blue. Here's another pink. All of the cool tone range. All of that purple, pink, gray range. Oh, here's a blue with some grays. Guys, this is from
I don't
our
have any blue in mine. Mine's all pink and purple and gray so far.
Yeah, the only color differential you and I have going is I've got blue, you've got gray.
I might have to stretch into some blue. I'm not sure if I've picked enough yarn. So I might have to extend into some blue.
I've got a little bit of muted kind of red neutrals. Again, cool toned. And then
so here we go, making the same sweater again.
We're making the same sweater, guys. It's not going to be identical because we're both using scraps of our own yarns.
That's amazing.
Which is why when you were holding it, I was like, oh no. I mean, technically speaking, we do not match.
I suspect a lot of yours ones are like Fireweed Fiber Co. and I don't think any of mine are. So they're at least different in that respect.
Just the one. Just the one's Fireweed Fiber Co. This one's Fireweed Fiber Co. Everything else is in here is Mammoth Yarns, Mandrusha Fiber Arts. Yeah, this is another Mammoth Yarns. That's Gina. So, and then I've got one that we got when we were in Knit City. Yeah, I just have the one. I've got 2 that are so old I don't even know anymore. So, you know, without even meaning to, we're both making cool tones, purpley, pinky, blue, marled sweaters. Mine's a little bit stronger in colors. Yours is a little bit muted in colors, which just fits us as people.
I don't know if mine's even all that muted. It's pretty purple.
For me, it's muted. Without even trying, pulling from our stashes.
Yep.
Cool. Well,
we have very similar design aesthetics, color palettes.
Sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why I had to have a break. I had to go get this from the living room to show her how close we were. Because I remember we talked about it and I was like, I think we're pretty close. And yeah, we're really close.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Of course we are.
Cool. Of
Pulling
course
from
we are.
stash.
Pulling from stash. We might be influences on each other's purchasing habits.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know if we've got any more sparkle I can throw in there.
I have a sparkle skein in here. You should throw some sparkle in.
If I have sparkle, I will put in some sparkle, but I actually
You don't know if you've
don't
got sparkle?
think.
Was it
I
Twisted
think my
Fairy
only.
out in BC Knit City? I think it was Twisted Fairy.
Yeah, I remember looking at that yarn, but I don't know that I bought any.
Now, did I put all the ball bands that I still had in the bottom of the bag? I did, guys. That doesn't mean I can find them. Or even better yet, even if I can find them, then I can read them. Yeah, there's some Medusa. Oh man, I'm mispronouncing it so badly. Mammoth yarns. In the raspberry, that's the pink.
I have absolutely no idea what any of mine are.
Chaos is the purple. That much I remember. Because that was going to be a Stephen West shawl, and then I ended up. I still like the shawl, but this yarn calls out to be made into this garter sweater. So always feel free to move your stuff around, guys. Like if you've got something, but it's not going to work for what you initially bought it for, use it for the thing that's calling your name. You won't have regrets.
Follow the art.
Follow the art.
Follow the inspiration. Follow the muse. Follow the, I don't know.
Maybe I did put any sparkly skeins in here.
I definitely feel like the sweater could use some sparkle.
I don't think
I'm
mine needs
90%
it.
certain I don't have any sparkle.
I am going to call it my Chaos Raspberry sweater. Since my neckband color combo of the purple and the pink is raspberry from Mammoth Yarns and the purple is Chaos from Medusa Fiber Arts. I'm going to call it my Raspberry Chaos sweater.
I like it.
Yeah, so there we are. I'd had absolutely nothing to do with what I did this week. I had to go, yep, nope, my memory was correct. We're making a really close sweater combo again.
Maybe mine can be a berry blast. Is it? I feel like it's berry enough to be a berry blast.
Chaos Raspberry Berry Blast sweaters. I like it.
It sounds like Kool-Aid flavors.
Oh my God,
I think berry blast is a Kool-Aid flavor.
It is. I don't know if Chaos Raspberry is a Kool-Aid flavor, but it could be a Kool-Aid flavor.
It definitely could be. It'd be like one of those
Everybody-
color changing ones that doesn't look like the color that the powder is.
There's been a lot of debate about that. Louise from Wildflower Wool and Fiber Friends is dying with Kool-Aid this month because you can dye with the sugar-free Kool-Aid.
Yeah, I've seen some of the reels.
Some of those colors are stunning. So good. I have absolutely no interest in dyeing yarn. The closest we're going to get is a finished project that I will then over dye. That's as close as I'm getting, guys. Just, it's not a process that super intrigues me. I watch Chem Labs all the time. I'm watching other people dye. No, I don't want to do it myself. Does that make sense?
No, that makes a lot of sense. I am intrigued, particularly on the Kool-Aid and natural dyeing front, so I will try it eventually. I just don't know when.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, that's it. I'm sorry, I interrupted your thing, but you're happy you're making progress. It's sort of like I must work on this now vibe.
It's been the thing this week. It's just
Keep going.
Squishy and it's garter stitch. It's hard to go wrong.
Keep going. Keep going. All right, so I'm going to talk about my second project before I need to refill my coffee again. That's right. I brought the whole press. And sugar. It's cold coffee at this point, but it's cold enough. It's actually just cold coffee. Not lukewarm coffee, but legit.
Lukewarm coffee is awful. Cold coffee is fine.
Cold coffee. I started working on the bell sleeve, the balloon sleeve for the balloon sleeve cardigan. If you guys remember last week, I did the easy part, which was the body of the cardigan. It's the easy part. It's a half double crochet. Like just zoom and you're done. Especially if you're like me and you really love the half double crochet stitch and you could do it in your sleep because you've done it so much. Why? Because I really like it. half double crochet is to me what knitting in the round is to several people.
Like me, as I knit in the round, endless stockinette. I'm happy. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
I have pretty yarn in stockinette. I'm good.
And I did the cuffs. So I did all of the easy stuff. So I wrote the hard stuff, which is the balloon sleeve. So I have done half of one of my balloon sleeves. Half of one. It's not a hard stitch. It's not a complicated stitch. You just need to give it half a second. And everybody who tunes in on Thursday is going to understand why half a second's been really hard for me this week.
Oh dear.
There's been a lot of errors between the computer and the chair, guys. However,
Oh dear.
look at the size of the sleeve. That's
huge.
This is what I'm sewing onto the cuff. So like this has to essentially get folded down in half by the time I'm done. So like it's a balloon sleeve. It's a
That's very balloon.
sleeve. It's going to be a statement sleeve. Like this is going to be a sleeve.
Like,
and you can tell from the
pattern.
pattern.
Sleeve.
It's a sleeve. You can tell from the pattern, but it's a serious sleeve. So it's taken me a bit to do this in the round. And obviously I'm checking every freaking third row. Is it long enough yet? Is it long enough yet? Is it long enough yet? It's like, jeez. Why do we do this to ourselves? So I know the second sleeve will go like a metric ton faster. Mostly because really, I'll have a sleeve to compare it to. And I'll have a much better idea of how far along I am.
You won't have to check every third row, which always makes things take longer.
Always. I won't have this drive to check every third round. I'm like, no, I know it's not long enough. Keep going. So I'm hoping to work on this Thursday after the check-in with Louise so that I can get this done for next week. So then the cardigan's done. And then I just have to, dye it. Because as you can tell, I'm using scrapyard. This is leftover carrot cake yarn that I had. This sleeve is huge. Like that's my wrist hole. That's my wrist hole.
That's gonna be an amazing sleeve. Like you just walk around going floop, 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 floop.
Boo. I'm gonna have so much personality. I'm not gonna know what to do with it all. I mean, I'm not. It's me. We're good. This sleeve is going to be as loud as my personality. That's just intense. Okay. I'm loud.
Oh, no. Don't know if the world's ready for that much sleeve.
I don't know if the world's ready for this much sleeve. Super excited. All right. This is by Crochet with Carrie. It is free on her blog. It is a delightful crochet pattern. The body works up great. The sleeve, again, just apparently I'm short a few brain cells this week. That's why it's not done. So it's fine. It happens. It's not the end of the world. And here we are. But that's the second thing I worked on this week. And then my brain went to full-blown power crafting mode. Oops. But now I'm like, I want to work on the Garter Marled cardigan. This is why I don't get anything done. I'm constantly distracted by things. Constantly distracted. But that's as far as I got with that one. That's the second thing I worked on this week I can actually talk about.
Panic crafting is strong.
So much going on, guys.
I put on too many rings this week. I had a jewelry acquisition this week. This isn't related to yarn in the slightest, but there's a jewelry thing. I fell prey to the Instagram ads. There's this jewelry place that I discovered is actually like somewhat local to me. It was having a sale and I'm like, okay, fine, I'll actually go look. And then I liked a whole lot of their stuff and then they were having like a really good sale. So I bought probably too much of their stuff. So I have like not 15, but I have like way more rings than I normally have on right now. And I'm just really excited about it. I'm like speaking of crows earlier, I have like a raven ring. So yeah, I have I don't know, I like the ring a little bit less now that I've had my crow problems, but like, and then there's I don't know. I was having fun with my jewelry today.
Good.
But it also means that I'm clattering on my metal knitting needles right next to the microphone. Probably way more than I realized. So I'm sorry, this was perhaps a mistake.
Well, that's fine. I almost inevitably pick up my cell phone at least once or twice, and then put it back down, which the sound reverberates through my desktop into the microphone every week like clockwork too. So you're not alone.
I got you. Oh, and I don't know if you can see, but I got this like ear cuff thing too.
Yeah. I can see that it's shiny.
It's like, it like clips on the back of your ear, and then it's got sort of like organic holy cup thing on the bottom. That didn't sound great. Organic holy cup.
Your ability to use words for descriptors is great. I love it so much.
Okay, it's an organic mesh design that cups the bottom of your ear. How about
Okay,
that?
there you go. That's better.
There. Yeah. This is why I can't do marketing.
Oh my
I should never
goodness.
be allowed to do marketing.
That's fair. All right, so that's my second project. So we're done.
Okay, cool. I guess that means that it is time for
Things and the stuff and the stuff and the things.
Wool Gathering and the
Oops.
unscripted Patreon ad. All right, what's the word today?
Let's go find that out. I have my knitting. I'm ready to ignore you.
Okay. If for some reason you would like to financially support these shenanigans, you may do so at patreon.com/Northern Knits Podcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server, where we are active at all hours of the day and the night across most of the time zones. And we encourage each other to finish things or start new things or enable each other into buying things that we don't really need, but we want the pretty string and sticks and stuff. And sometimes we post travel-y pictures where maybe we're knitting in a meadow. I don't know. What else? At the higher levels of support, there's the Patreon knit-in once a month. The next one of those is going to be on Saturday, August the 20th, as I scan my notes at noon Manitoba time. We've got movie watch parties quarterly for everybody. The next one of those is happening the following Saturday on August the 27th, noon Manitoba time. I believe we're watching Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know nothing about it other than it should be fun and campy and 90s.
And has Neil Patrick Harris.
Perfect. I'm in.
So that's all you need to know.
What else? We've got Experimental Tuesday blog posts. We've got some vlogs that I've not been good about posting for the higher tiers. And for the highest tier, we're doing some additional After Dark gaming where we play video games and swear a lot at the video games.
You threw me
It's
in a
a good
ravine.
time.
You threw me in a ravine.
I did. I'm sorry. I grabbed you by the head and threw you in a ravine.
So
I didn't
good.
mean to.
So good. Oh, so funny. Oh,
I did not mean to.
so good. I tried it so much. All right. As always, we super understand that budgets are a real life thing. If you can't financially support us, liking, commenting, and subscribing are huge helps. You can find us here on the YouTube, so you can interact with us in the comments down below. You can also talk with us and share with us your photos and reels on Instagram. We love seeing what you guys are working on. If you use the at Northern Knits Podcast, we see it. We see it. Using the hashtags for all of our cows, knit-alongs, and other things that we're known for saying also helps pop up in our feeds, because I obviously follow the hashtags for our own cows. That just seems smart.
That's smart.
It's just smart stuff.
I had not considered that. I'm glad you're on top of that.
So all that's going on. You can also interact with us on the Facebook group, simply because why not? Not everybody uses all social media platforms. Not everybody's comfortable with all social media platforms, which is super We've currently got a summer Cal knit-along ongoing. I technically have also not worked on mine this week. I was supposed to be working on the Summer Breeze crochet cardigan for my summer knit-along. Let's be honest, I'm going to count the balloon sleeve cardigan as well too. So in theory, I have 2 cardigans done by the time we're ready for the fall equinox, Cal. Which starts.
Yeah, that's like late September 20 something.
Pretty much right after the Manitoba Fibre Festival. What do you think about it?
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it.
So quickly, coming up real quick.
Well, I'm working on it.
Okay. Let me try to induce panic crafting for that.
Got to panic craft for the other things first.
Panic craft for the other things first. Live with Louise on Thursday. Whoa. Guys, this coming Sunday we're going to be live. It's our monthly live, so there will be no new episode before the Wednesday. Sometimes we try to get together and do some just open for the public to watch and view on YouTube. Stardew Valley Gaming. On the Wednesdays, we don't have a live podcast. It's weird.
And that one is chill and PG. It is not the After Dark gaming.
Chill and PG. So we try to keep that one. Otherwise, I think that's it. Do you have anything else? Oh, we were going to show up July's yarn for the Sun Clubs. Fireweed Fiber Co's July yarn.
Yeah. Because, by the time this goes up, it is August, so we can show it.
We can show it. Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
It's literally August tomorrow, and today's the 31st. It's Sunday. Go. Mine's already
July yarn. Oh, come on, focus. There we go. This one is Murph, who is a character from an animated one.
It's the intelligent green blob from the animated Star Trek series.
I haven't watched it. The only animated Star Trek I've seen is Lower Decks.
I think that's geared for kids.
Anyway, it's gorgeous. It's like blue with purple and greenish speckles, and then there's a purple contrast.
Yeah,
I love it. It's like
so good.
So pretty.
So excited. So all the things. I can't wait for my advent calendar. Can't wait. If you guys want, and you like that we show you guys Fireweed Fiber Co yarn every week because we're obsessed. Me more than Diana, but there we are.
Okay, but see, you have the privilege problem of living close to the dyer. I have to wait every time I want something, so that kind of tempers the desire sometimes.
No, you don't. You choose to wait. There's an order button.
Also, like most of the visible shelf behind me, like half of that is her yarn at this point. So like, I'm not hurting.
No, both of us quite enjoy Erin yarn. You can save 10% using a coupon code, which Diana has linked for everybody in the show notes. So
yes, Northern Knits 10, I believe. Northern Knits 10.
Which is good.
I'm knitting my own hair into my things again. As you do.
As you do. Oh, well, in which case, I can say until next week, I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
No matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Don't forget to knit.
'Cause I gotta get back to secret crafting.